splashes.
I like the DJ.
Mr.Iconix and King
I really like the DJ.
Flashes.
What's up, guys? It's your girl, Girlqueros, and welcome to Rose Chronicles. Yay! Calm down. I'm so excited you decided to stop by and holler at your girl. It's been an amazing time. I'm so glad that you guys are enjoying the videos and the podcast. Again, you know, it's been a very interesting 2 years. I have to say 2 years, guys, because it's been real. You know, just preparing for everything now, getting ready for 2022. Come on, you know, we almost there. Just hold on. We'll be there in a few more months, y'all. And I'm just so excited for everything that's happening. And in order for me to have gotten here, that goes into my topic of today. Today's topic is the importance of self-care, guys. Yes. And you know, I can't go any further without the positive quote of today. And today's positive quote is, self-care is always priority. There's no compromising. Yep. Again, self-care is always priority. There's no compromising, okay? Yes, let's get ready to talk about it. Let's get into it. It's going to be good. Now, before we get into this very important topic, I have to start off with the meaning of self-care. Like, yes, I know some people are like, oh, that's when you take care of yourself. It ain't. It's not. It's not what you think it is, guys. Let's talk about it. So, self-care is the practice of taking action to preserve or improve one's own health. Okay? I'm going to say that again, and then we're going to break it on down. The practice of taking action to preserve or improve one's own health. All right, let's go. Now, most people don't understand, like I said, how important self-care is. Let me say this loud and clear. You don't have to be rich to practice self-care, okay? And self-care is not just for your birthdays. Please, people. Self-care should be practiced daily and or weekly. No compromise, okay? This may hurt some of y'all, what I'm about to say, but that's okay. Your hair and your nails are not a part of self-care. No. Shopping is not a part of self-care. Eating unhealthy, going to get that Oreo cookie ice cream shake, I'm talking to myself, that is not self-care. Don't look at me like that. So, when the quarantine started, after losing my mom and my grandmother last year, and then losing jobs and so much more, I knew I needed to protect my mind and I needed to occupy it. So after really taking self-care as a priority for myself during the quarantine in 2020, it became very, very, very important to me to focus on my mental and emotional well-being, okay? And I'm going to elaborate a little bit more on that. Okay, so in January, I lost my mom and my grandmother 10 days apart, literally, like boom, boom. And this was before, again, anybody was losing anything. I mean, you know, no disrespect. But before the pandemic literally took a grab on the entire world, I had lost the most precious jewel to me, which was my mother and my grandmother. Okay, so 10 days apart, I lost them. I want to say 2 weeks after that, I lost like a job. And then following that, I lost, then the pandemic came and I was prepping to move to Las Vegas. And then like shows started getting canceled. Now we're talking about, again, within the course of like 2 to 3 months back to back before anybody got unemployment. I was on unemployment. It's so funny. But I immediately started to see myself spiraling into a deep, deep, deep depression. And then on top of that, the pandemic came, and then we had to stay in the house. And I had to literally get myself mentally prepared to deal with grief, go through so many things emotionally. Just, it was hard, right? So I knew that if I didn't do anything else, I had to keep my mind together. I had to keep my mind together, and I had to stay active, honey. And I started working out. I started, and my mom told me before she transitioned, she said, I like to see you work out. I can see that keeps you strong. So I grabbed onto that, and I held on to that even through the entire month of January. I even want to say the day that my mom transitioned. Hell, I was in the gym working out right after getting off of work, and I went worked out, went to the hospital, and it was like, okay, my world is about to like really, really, really change, and it happened so quickly. Anyway, but even throughout that time of 2 weeks, right, I had to prepare myself mentally and emotionally. And then when everything else happened, I like kicked that sucker into like 55 miles per hour gear, that every day while we were in quarantine, I would work out, I would journal, I would read a book, and then I would get into my sauna. And I did this every single day. I never missed a beat. And my husband was an amazing supporter for me as well. Like, I would be up at like 5 o'clock in the morning, like punching on my punching bag, and like it was real. But I appreciated that because I learned to really take care of myself mentally and emotionally, and to preserve my health. I knew that if I went down into a deep depression and I ate crazy and I drunk and I did all kind of crazy stuff in the middle of a quarantine, listen, your girl probably wouldn't be sitting here, okay? I was getting full of sea moss. We was making smoothies, baby. We was eating quinoa. We was steaming in lemons and onions and garlic every day. We were popping herbs and black seed oil. Listen, y'all, self-care became so important in our household, and it became so important for me to make sure that I watched my mental and I preserved what I had, which was me. Like, I had to really just take care of me, you know? And so I realized that was the only way that I was going to make it through. So that time I didn't know how. I just knew that I had to do it. I had to take care of myself. And again, with the help of my hubby wubby. Yay, always. And let me say this. I had so much built up frustration and stress on top of worry, money, like everything. Like, what does the future look like after this? You know, the list continued to grow. And I felt like I was going crazy at one point. And I felt like if I didn't do anything with the pent up stress, that I would end up going into a disarray. And I know a lot of you guys can probably relate to what I'm talking about. Maybe past tense or present. I don't know. But I'm sure you can relate to some part of what I'm saying. When you have that built up stress, that built up frustration, confusion, right? All of these things. And over time, listen, I believe that if you don't stop and check yourself and see where you are mentally, you'll lose yourself. So, I believe, you have to always look at yourself as worthy. You are worthy, people. Like, it's okay to stop and worry about yourself. You matter. You do matter. So we're going to talk about, the feeling of knowing, the assurance of knowing that you're worthy. We're going to talk about that when we come back. It's your girl, Girlqueros, Smooches, and Roses. Hey.
Like the DJ style. All right. Got my attention, and I really wanna go all out.
are here and we talking about it. Self-care. Now, it's gonna sound a little weird, but it's okay. I love y'all. Now, out of 1 million sperm counts, you made it. You're the one. You may have a twin, but you're the one. You're the one that got through. So think about it. That's how special you are. I think of those words of Les Brown. Google him if you don't know who I'm talking about, okay? I love me some Les Brown, honey. I truly believe that everyone is entitled to their own beliefs, but knowing your mental health is key. It's the first strong, like if your mind is strong, your body will follow, guys. Without a strong mind, without a strong mind, the body is actually useless if it's not strong enough. True. Now, what we're about to do is go a little bit deeper. I don't know if you guys remember the movie Look Who's Talking with Christy Alley and John Travolta. And in the very beginning, you see how the little sperms like running through and it breaks all the way through and then boo, look who's talking. So you're worthy. In the very beginning of your creation, you got through. You made it through. You are important. So it is very, very, very priority for you to take care of yourself. Now, earlier I was talking about, the luxury of getting your nails done, getting your toes done. And here's one thing that I believe that some people don't know. When you go to a spa, and you go into a sauna and or you go and you get a massage, you're releasing toxins and toxics in your body, right? When you're sweating, you're detoxing, okay? You are, it's almost the same as working out, but yoga is another great form of self-care. Incorporating journaling is another form of self-care. It's helping the mind. Reading a positive book is also self-care for the mind, right? You also want to look into some things. Hey, going to get into the jacuzzi. It's the same thing. It's self-care. It's sitting there. Oh, guys, if you didn't get a chance to hear my episode about the love bath, please go back and check that episode out. I was talking about my girl, Anaya later. And Anaya, she's amazing. And I went on her YouTube actually last year during the quarantine. And I found she did a YouTube vlog on the love bath. And she had rose petals and she had sage and she had all of these. She had a big concoction bundle and she put it all into a bath. And from the wine to listening to the music to like sitting in the tub and the Epsom salt and you sweating and you feeling good. You're listening to the relaxing music. Listen. A love bath just for you. It's a practice of self-care, people. You guys, you want to practice things for yourself, by yourself. A lot of you people don't know that I started my own business called Luxury Mobile Sauna. And it's my slogan is where self-care comes to you. And in my business, I actually go to my customers' homes and we practice self-care. I put them in a portable sauna. We go through a whole process of breaking down the mind. It's a beautiful thing. It's a great program. And I've seen a lot of people and amazing clients literally have great benefits. They finished projects. They've written books. They've lost weight. They've taken the time to take care of themselves once to twice a week. And and the one thing about it is they've told their friends, they've told their family members. I have a mother-daughter duo that that's just amazing. The mom's 66. She still be out there in them streets getting her whole life together, okay? But when it comes to self-care, honey, she sits in her sauna. She likes her little lavender. She relaxes. She gets her little eye massage. She goes through it, and she's about that life, okay? She's taking her health so much more serious. These are the benefits of self-care. It's not about getting her hair done. It's not about getting her nails done. It's not about, fixing a drink and then just going to chill, just to hang out. Or no. People really are taking self-care seriously. And I'm so proud of everyone who's learning about it, because I hear a lot of people really talking about it. My girl, Simone Biles, hey, she was like, listen, I'm finna step back a minute and get myself together. Self-care moment. Hello. I'm sure she had her feet massaged. She had the mind. I'm sure she had moments of literally meditating just for herself. Only a strong person can get out there in the middle of the Olympics, pull back for a mental set, right? A mental reset. Go out there and still support her teammates, only to get right back out there and come on home with another middle girl. Go ahead. That's what I'm talking about. You have to put yourself priority. You matter. You're worthy. These are the things that come into mind when you're thinking about self-care. Okay? So it's bigger than how you look. Period. It's bigger than your wallet. Period. Self-care is about you. You preserving your health, doing things to better your health, weekly or daily. Okay? And in that routine of working out, eating healthy, those are necessities, right? Make self-care a necessity along with all those other things. You're a wife, you're a mother, you're a business owner, you're always on the go. Fellas, this is for you too. Fellas, I'm not excluding you. I have a client who works in the oil and gas industry, and every Sunday he continues to get his self-care. Job is stressful, life is stressful. Hey, life can be a bitch sometimes. Listen, self-care is priority. Find you a spa, find you a masseuse, find something to practice your self-care. And even if you don't want to spend no money, get you a journal. Get in the bathroom, steam it up. Steam up the bathroom, go in there, sit down, sweat, relax. Release the stress out of your body. Release the toxins out of your body, people. This is a part of self-care. These are the things we're not taught in school. Period. They don't even teach you that in college. Unless you're going to school, to be a massage therapist or something like that. That's when you start finding about, yeah. So these are things that are very important with self-care. So make sure that, weekly or daily, find some time just for you with no drugs, no drinks. Let me be clear, right? Time just for you to relax, to sweat, to detox, to release, right? And it doesn't always have to be with somebody. It has to be just for you. One of my clients is very serious. She tells her phone goes off every Tuesday. Her phone goes off. Don't call me. I'm in my session. This is all about me. Don't bring me no negative energy. Don't bring me no negative news. I can't do that right now. This is all about me. I can't do nothing for nobody. I need my time. I need my 1 hour. 1 hour. That's it. You can do 1 hour a day or 1 hour a week, but you have to preserve your mental and your emotional health for yourself. You got to preserve it. Okay? Now, what I've been talking about, guys, I hope y'all are listening to me, because don't let people just tell you, oh, girl, we're going to have a little self-care day. Girl, we're going to the nail shop. We're going to go get our nails done, get a mani and a pedi, and we're going to get a massage. No. Self-care is for yourself. It's for you. That's what you call a girl's day, a spa day out. Okay? It's not a good spa day. And it's not a self-care day if you're sitting and you're hearing about all the negative stuff that's going on. How is that helping you? How are you releasing toxins and you're releasing all the stress that's going on in your own world, only to give advice to somebody else in the middle of your self-care day? Could somebody help me, please? Okay, that's what I want. I want you to understand a self-care day is about rejuvenating and resetting and detoxifying yourself. Okay? With that being said, guys, you know your girl always got a few little gems, little rose petals for you to catch. It's your girl, Rose. I will see you on the next episode of Rose Chronicles, Smooches and Roses. Bye.